Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we tell you about Anglo-Zulu War. During the first half of the 19th century, the Zulus controlled much of southern Africa. In 1854, the Boers settled in the KwaZulu-Natal region, obtained ownership of the area from the Zulu king Mpande, and created the Republic of Natal. In 1856, Setshwayo, Mpande's son, decided to eliminate his brothers to ensure his accession to the throne. One of them, Umtonga, sought refuge with the Utrecht Boers. After several negotiations, Umtonga was handed over in exchange for his life being spared and for ceding the land between Rorke's Drift and Pongola to the Boers. Soon after they joined up with the Trek Boers in the Transvaal. In 1865, Umtonga fled again, so Setshwayo denounced the agreement and demanded the return of the previously ceded lands. The tension grew, and the Boers armed themselves. When Mpande died in 1873, Setshwayo equipped his army with firearms. In 1874, Sir Bartle Frere was sent to South Africa as High Commissioner, with the mission of organizing a federation of states. For this, the obstacle represented by both the Republic of Natal and the Zulu Kingdom had to be overcome. In 1877, Theophilus Shepstone suggested to the Natal Boers that they renounce independence and be administered by the British Crown. However, most of them decided to migrate north, to the territories of the future Orange Free State and the Transvaal Republic. The new British colony of Natal began to receive many settlers from the United Kingdom and British India. In 1878, a commission attempted to negotiate the borders, requiring the Zulus to protect the colonists or compensate them if they left, to which Setshwayo refused. Unbeknownst to the British government, High Commissioner Frere began a series of actions intended to fuel tension on the border, ending up issuing an ultimatum on December 11, 1878, which prompted a declaration of war on January 11, 1879. In 1879, General Frederick Augustus Thesiger invaded the Zulu Kingdom from 3 points, without authorization from the British government, heading for Ulundi, the capital. The first meeting between the two armies was the Battle of Asantwana, in which the British rearguard was defeated, marking the first defeat for the British in Africa. The British Army, under Pearson, entrenched themselves at Eshowe, where it suffered a long siege until saved by Lord Chelmsford after the Battle of Jinjindlovu. The second English column was to occupy northwest Zululand, camping at Tintas Kraal, but news of the Asantwana disaster led its commander to withdraw. Setshwayo did not cross the border, limiting himself to defensive warfare. Chelmsford regrouped forces with the initial intention of relieving Pearson at Eshowe, for which the British government sent 7 regiments together with 2 artillery batteries. A column of 5,700 men, under the command of Chelmsford, marched on Eshowe, digging in each night. On April 2, it was attacked on the Jinjindlovu road, repelling the attack, and Pearson's men were released the next day. They evacuated Eshowe on April 5. Troops under Sir Evelyn Wood attacked Lobane, but were dispersed by the Zulu army. In addition to the loss of the African contingent, which deserted, there were 100 deaths among the 400 Europeans hired. The next day, 25,000 Zulu warriors attacked a camp with 2,068 men at Kambula, which held out for 5 hours until the Zulus withdrew. It turned out to be a decisive battle. Despite their successes at Kambula, Jinjindlovu and Eshowe, the British had made no progress. Chelmsford wished to inflict a total defeat on Setshwayo's forces before being relieved of command, so he relaunched the invasion in June with fresh forces. Sechweo, knowing that the now reinforced British army would be a formidable opponent, sought to negotiate a peace treaty. Chelmsford wanted no negotiations and advanced as fast as he could towards the royal kraal of Ulundi, aiming to destroy the main Zulu army. On July 4 the armies met at the Battle of Ulundi, and Sechweo's forces were defeated. After that battle and with the army dispersed, most of the Zulu chieftains surrendered, while Sechweo fled. On August 28, they captured him and he was sent to Cape Town. He was formally deposed and the Zulu country was partitioned among 11 chiefs, including Sechweo and one of his sons, Uzebepu. John Dunn, a white adventurer, and Luby, a Basuto chief who had served the British. Sir Garnet Wolseley, Lord Chelmsford's replacement, appointed a resident who was to be the channel of communication between the chiefs and the British government. This arrangement brought unrest, and in 1882 the British government decided to restore Sechweo to power. Uzebepu revolted, and on July 22, 1883, he attacked Ulundi. The king escaped wounded and moved to Eshau.